Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. It's really nice outside right now, it's snowing and I just love it so much. Anyways, I don't know how many of you guys like snow, but I really, really do. And yeah, I lived in, in Florida for a long time, and so that was kind of crappy. I mean, not in every way. Of course, there are certain things that I really liked about Florida, right? But I also didn't like a lot of things about Florida, and that was definitely the weather. The weather wasn't for me. It was too hot, way too hot. And as a runner also, right, as a former runner, I was just always just way too hot everywhere I went. I remember just going to castings, right, because I started doing modeling when I was around 15, right? And so I remember doing castings and I was just always sweaty, and like that, hence the conundrum, right? Like, how do you go to a casting and look pretty when you get out of your car and you start sweating right from the bed, right? Then you, like, everything just, your mascara is all over your eye, right? And then, like, when you get to the casting, you look like a wet dog, basically, right? And so I was like, it was very tricky. And it's not like you're walking far, right? Because sometimes you do, right? Because there aren't too many parking spaces in like South Beach, right? And that's where all the castings were for the most part. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's complicated, right? And so anyways, but guys, today I wanted to discuss something with you. I wanted to discuss I wanted to discuss intuitive eating, okay? And for those of you, by the way, for those of you who haven't gotten my course yet, um, please feel free to check it out, okay? Because I have a video course that's out, okay? It's been out for a while, and if you want to learn how to gain muscle, if you want to lose fat for good, if you want to keep it off, right? You should go and check out that course, okay? It's really, really beneficial. It's going to teach you a lot of different things that I've learned over the years. And, I've been in bodybuilding for most of my life, right? Or, no, well, not for most of my life, sorry. I started when I was like around a little bit before my uni, basically, okay? And so yeah, I've been in bodybuilding, right? And I've done personal training even when I was in uni for just a little bit. And so, and I'm also certified, right? I'm certified in nutrition. I have a diploma in nutrition. I have various certificates in fitness, okay? So, yeah, I have the info, I have the info. I have the practical and the book knowledge, and so you will learn a lot in my course, okay? If you purchase it, I can guarantee that you will really, really like it, and you'll get a lot out of it, and so yeah. So but in today's video, right, I wanted to discuss intuitive eating, okay? And the reason being is because well, our society encourages us to go on different diets, right? And not only that, but social media sites like Instagram, TikTok, right? Now TikTok, maybe Facebook, okay? All of them basically, okay? But especially TikTok and Instagram. They encourage us to be like a specific body type, okay? And so we look at those images and they become the ideal, okay? As that's how they're marketed, right? You get a celebrity, right? She's got a lot of money, or he's got a lot of money, right? They have a lot of power, right? A lot of status. They have they do cool things around the world. They travel, they go to awesome destinations, right? So they become the influencer, basically, right? And I mean, that's not surprising, because yeah, we want to do cool things too, right? I think all of us can agree that although like the fox with grapes, a lot of people will try getting those grapes, right? Like the fox, right? And the grapes, the fox kept on trying to get the grapes, but eventually it didn't, right? It couldn't get the grapes, so it just said, oh, I don't want it anyways, right? So I think a lot of us also, we approach all of those experiences, cool things, right? I don't know, even physical things like boats, right? Luxury, like, I don't know, jewelry and things like that, right? And traveling to cool places, right? And staying at awesome hotels. I think a lot of us, maybe people get jealous, right, of so many of those celebrities and people that actually do that, because they think that they can never get there themselves, right? They can never get those things themselves. They can never have those experiences themselves. And so that's it, to an extent, that's very understandable, you know. So, you know, that's where like a change of mindset is really, really needed on your end. You know, I don't care who you are. I think everything is possible if you believe it's possible. You know, that's one thing, right? So you have to work on changing your mindset when it comes to, you know, when it comes to certain things, and working on your limiting beliefs, right? And your, you know, childhood programming, right? It has to be worked on, and then over time you'll be able to get to where you want to go to. Especially nowadays, everything is becoming accessible. So many things are becoming more accessible to us, you know. But anyways, so back to social media and body. Oh my gosh, I'm getting off tangent again as always. But yeah, so let's get back to social media, right? And how it brainwashes us into thinking that a certain body type is desirable, right? Once again, take a person, you know, surround them by luxury, right? And voila, you got your perfect combination for, you know, someone that people want to be like, right? Put them on several magazines too, maybe, right? I don't know, create like a hype around them, and you got it, right? So now people are looking at them, they want to be like them, right? They want to talk like them, they want to dress like them, they want that energy too, right? And so that's the problem, right? Because I remember in the modeling world, right, one body type was promoted, right? And especially like we as a model, right? And I was a runway model and a high fashion model. And the reason being is because I'm really tall, you know? So, but guess what, guys? My body type, right? It is more of a mesomorphic body type, right? It's like an ectomorph, mesomorph, right? And so I'm on like a skinny side. I've always been on a skinny side, but at the same time, I'm also like a little bit towards the middle too, right? So mesomorphic type is like in the middle, right? And so I can gain muscle very easily, right? And I can lose muscle. I mean, I can lose fat very easily, but at the same time, I can gain fat very easily too. And so, in a sense, that's not a desirable body type for a fashion model, you know, because they're looking for ectomorphs, right? And ectomorphs only consist of about like 10% of the population, okay? So it's a very small percentage. And so, yeah, that's the desirable body type, right? And so how do you take a body type that's extremely uncommon, right, and market it to people, to the general population, you know, make it and make it seem as if that's something desirable, right? And something that's, you know, good for you, something that's beautiful and sexy, and something that you know, what this creates, right? What this creates is actually a whole bunch of people that are not this body type. They're now trying to go through, they're now going to use various unhealthy ways of getting to that body type, okay? And so, and that, of course, that's where the, you know, the pharmaceutical industry comes in, right? Not just pharmaceutical, but also the vitamin industry, right? I discussed vitamins in more detail in my course, okay? But I will just kind of break it down to you guys just a little bit, right? Just so you know, right? A lot of vitamins are not approved by the FDA, okay? And so technically, the companies that, you know, the companies behind the vitamins, right, or protein shakes, they can put whatever they want into them, okay, technically, and you know it, and then who knows. So at the end of the day, who knows what they're putting in there? They don't. Some of the things that they put in there, they're even allowed not to list, okay. And so there's like a danger with that when it comes to that, right? And so that's not a good thing, and so anyways, but when it comes to like when it comes to when it comes to like your body type, right? You have to honor your body type, and the reason being, right, and that's where self-love comes in, okay? If you don't love yourself, okay, you're always going to try to be like someone else, like those celebrities that are marketed to you, right? And they're always going to market you the wrong body type, right? Something that's not desirable, okay? Something that's not easily accessible, something that's hard to get, okay? And if you do get that, it will make you unhealthy, okay? It will make you unhealthy, okay, guys? And your focus is going to be solely on your body, okay? And that's also a huge sickness or mental illness in and itself, okay? Just thinking about your body all the time, focusing on it, focusing on what you're eating, right, nonstop, and like just constantly obsessing over calories, food, right, and how your body looks, right, and focusing on your body so much, it's just so unhealthy, right? You're going to focus, and of course, as humans, right, we tend to not look at the general picture, right, but we tend to focus on our flaws, okay? And we only see our flaws, right? And so that's a huge problem, right? And it's not healthy, and it's going to leave you extremely unhealthy, feeling terrible about yourself, right? It's going to make you feel bad. It's going to make you feel unhealthy. And when you're unhealthy physically, right, you can't do too much, right, in terms of like, I don't know, going after your purpose or taking care of even other people, right? If you can't take care of your body, you can't really take care of anything else either, right? Or you're going to, at least, like, if you do have to take care of something else, you're going to do a half-assed job, right? Basically, you're not going to do a good job. And so, guys, so this is where, like I said, this is where self-love comes in. You have to love yourself. As soon as you love yourself, you're going to accept your body the way that it is. Okay, you're going to accept your body type, whichever body type that you have. And of course, there's absolutely nothing, when it comes to eating healthy, right? There's absolutely nothing. First of all, right, you don't have to starve yourself, okay? I think it doesn't matter what your body type, whether it's endomorphic, ectomorphic, or mesomorphic, it doesn't matter, or somewhere in between even, right? It doesn't matter, like, you don't have to, it doesn't matter what your body type is. Some of you might have to be a little bit more careful with foods or with certain foods. Yes, that is true, right? And yeah, that's not fair probably, right? But each of these body types, they have their own issues too, so there's always a dark side, right? And there's always a light side, right? A good side. And so yes, and like, for example, you would think that the desirable body type, right, they can eat whatever they want and they have problems gaining weight, right? Well, in fact, they like a lot of guys, for example, I know, right, one guy in the gym, I remember speaking to him, right, and he was like, oh, I'm having a really hard time, like, gaining muscle, and so I have to eat so much food, right? So they have to spend a lot of money on food, right? And they have to eat a lot, right? A lot, and that's probably very unpleasant to them too, okay? If they're trying to get to a mesomorphic body type, okay? So, like I said, it's really all about loving yourself and embracing your body as it is, okay? And of course, becoming the best version of that body, right? And so here's where the intuitive eating comes in, okay? So, well, actually, no, I'll go back to the media, right? So once you fall in love with yourself, and that means you'll also fall in love with your own body, right? You're not gonna care about any freaking marketing schemes that they're trying to throw your way. You're not going to care about any of these celebrities that are looking a certain way. Today they might be this, tomorrow they might be that, right? You're not going to care. You're not going to look at that even, okay? You're gonna focus on yourself, okay? You're gonna focus on yourself and looking good and just feeling good and being the best version of yourself. You're not gonna try to be someone else. And in turn, when you're gonna look in the mirror, you're gonna really, really like what you see. And especially if you follow the intuitive eating, okay, plan or intuitive eating way, right? And guys, as humans, okay, we're supposed to be eating intuitively. We're supposed to be guided by intuition, our intuition, okay? And your intuition, it's going to be very effective when it comes to eating too, okay? And even working out. Okay, and the reason being is because your body naturally knows what it needs, what you need, okay? Considering that your hormones are balanced. If your hormones are disbalanced, right, and if you, if you've been eating a lot of junk food for a long time and too much processed sugar, right, and if you haven't been giving your body what it needs, and that's proper macro and micronutrients, right, and or enough macronutrients, right, and enough micronutrients, right? And so if you haven't been giving your body that, then yeah, you might need to work a little bit to get your body in that balance again, okay? Whereas it will start giving you proper signals, okay? It will start giving you proper signals as far as what you need to eat, okay? So and you're not going to be like craving sugar nonstop, right? Like processed sugar, and craving donuts and craving junk food, right? And or even overeating, right? Because by eating an excess sugar, right, an excess amounts of sugar, or even a little bit, of processed sugar, right, your body doesn't get the right signals. Basically what happens is that your blood sugar goes up and then it goes down, right? You get a lot of energy, then bam, your energy goes down, right? And then you get super hungry again. And so instead of waiting longer to eat, your body wants food now, right? And that's what happens with junk food, okay? Your body knows what you're getting. Your body is an extremely intelligent machine, right? God designed us like perfectly. And so you have to trust your body. You have to learn to work with it. You have to learn to give it what it needs, what it wants, okay? Instead of constantly and always fighting against it and going on stupid diets, that, are being promoted to us like all the time, right? First of all, guys, remember, right? Your body is a very unique machine. Nobody can understand it, okay? Nobody but you. So it's your job to learn about it. It's your job to understand what it needs, okay? How it functions, what it does, what you do well with and what you don't do too well with, okay? And so there's that, right? And so always remember that and give your body what it needs, because I promise you, okay, guys, since I started trusting my body and listening to it and working in unison with it, right, I have gotten, guys, into the best shape of my life, okay? And I'm extremely happy with my muscle tone now. I'm extremely happy with the fact that I can eat even like chocolate every single day, right? I can eat sweets every once in a while and nothing happens. I'm fine, I can eat plenty of carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, right? And nothing happens. I eat like I've never eaten this way before, guys. And I've been eating like this for a while, right? But I just give my body what it wants and what it needs. I give it whole foods, nutritious foods, foods full of vitamins, right? I eat pomegranates, I eat kiwis, I eat a lot of different fruits, right? I eat a lot of different vegetables. I eat yogurts, right? Whole fat yogurts. I eat fish like salmon, right? Wild caught fish, wild salmon. I eat chicken. I eat meat, right? I eat you know, brown rice, right? I eat whole grain bread. And so, yeah, and every once in a while, and actually every single day, I also have some chocolate too, you know, because that's just something that I enjoy, you know, and it's good for my soul, you know. So like, so guys, always remember, okay, before, right? Actually, to mention this, right? Before, I used to always torture myself. I would not give myself what I needed. I would go hungry or I would overeat, you know. So I went through periods of kind of like bulimia too, which was terrible, right? And anorexia. And I would just completely torture myself with these stupid diets, you know, taking one macronutrient away, right? And just, I don't know, I even tried being a fruitarian, which was so stupid, you know. But hey, no experience is really stupid. I mean, of course, unless you die from it, I guess, I suppose, right? But I actually, in fact, I did almost end up dying from my diet, okay, which was because I got anorexia, right? And I was in the modeling industry, and so, you know, if you combine those two together, then you get a very lethal combination. And that's why, you know, a lot of like former models have actually passed away on the runway. So you can find a lot of videos of that too if you want to look, but I don't recommend it. You know, it is very sad. But yeah, I could have been that model, you know. That's why I'm telling you about this, guys. And so, you know, I highly, highly, highly recommend listening to your body. And, you know, when you go into the store, get in touch with yourself and listen to what your body's telling you. Maybe if you're, you know, if you're getting sick, your body will reach for mangoes, right? And oranges and lemons. Yeah, okay. I have periods when I want to eat oranges and lemons and mangoes. Then I have periods when I don't want to eat them that much, okay? So you have to listen to your body, and it will tell you what it needs. When you go into the store, you'll be drawn to certain foods, okay, and then you can reach for them and you can get them, right? And you'll give your body what it needs. Like I said, considering that your hormones are balanced, right, and your body is giving you the right signals, okay, everything is balanced out and everything is working properly, right? Yeah, not like, I don't know, you have, you know, some kind of health issues or medical issues, right? In that case, that needs to be addressed first, right? But yeah, when it comes to foods, right, even even the bulking and cutting, right, I would say you don't necessarily need to count your calories unless maybe you're going to compete or something like that, okay? Then maybe, okay? But yeah, even though in my course I do give you a breakdown on how to count calories, right, and for your body type and for your weight, for your height, right, for your age, for your activity level, right, I also don't recommend it really in real life, you know. And the reason being is because, counting calories just takes the fun out of eating, you know, and like I said, it becomes obsessive. You start to obsess over every calorie. I've been there myself, guys, and it's just so stupid. It drove me insane, okay? You're literally like counting the calories of like apples and like, you know, just, it's stupid. It's really stupid, you know. So yeah, it took the joy out of eating, okay? And part of a huge gift from God, right, to us is that joy of eating, right? It's that, I don't know, our body releases endorphins when we eat, right? That's one thing, right? But also it's just fun to just taste all of these different things, right? Salty, I don't know, sweet, right? Spicy. I love spicy foods, right? And just trying all of these different combinations. It's amazing, right? And so, yeah, I wouldn't recommend counting calories, okay? And once again, if you eat intuitively, you don't even have to. You just have to listen to your body, okay? So eat as much as you need to, and then stop eating. Don't overstuff yourself, right? And then, and once again, if you do give your body, if you listen to your body, if you give it a balance of everything, then eventually over time, your body is not going to you know, if you, like, for example, refuse to eat something, right? It's kind of like this, like, it's almost like, you know, we want to eat even more of that, right? When you deny yourself something for a long time, then eventually you're going to, like, snap and eat, like, a whole bunch of, I don't know, ice cream or chocolate or whatever it is that you've been denying yourself, right? And so that's why balance is necessary even here, right? Even when it comes to eating. If you are giving your body this balanced diet and giving it everything that it wants and it needs, then your body is not going to want to get out of balance again, really. You know, like now, before, right, I never, like, ate chocolate, right? So I would look at it and I would, like, salivate, basically, right? And I would just be like, oh, I really want it, but I can't have it, right? So when you're, like, constantly denying yourself something, you're gonna want it even more. Okay, so, but when you're giving it something that you like, because I have chocolate now every single day, I can eat just a few pieces and I'm okay with that, you know? And trust me, guys, I've come a long way. Like, I know a lot of people that probably know me from my past. They remember the freaking crazy diets that I was, you know, eating. And they were probably thought I was completely insane, you know? And I don't blame them, you know? So, because you know, I was, when it came to my diet, yeah, for sure, you know? So, but yeah, guys, if you give your body what it needs, what it wants, if you stop eating when you're full, if you eat when you're hungry, then you and also if you're working out on top of it, if you're lifting weights, for example, right, you're going to notice that your body will naturally want to eat a little bit more when you're lifting weights. And the reason being is because your body is now gaining muscles, right? It needs these nutrients in order to repair, to recover, right? In order to build muscle, right? And so you're going to notice that you're going to eat more, and that's okay. Just give your body what it needs, and then you will find that over time you're also going to go through cycles or periods of not wanting to eat as much, and that's when you're going to cut down a bit, you know, and then your body's going to start looking like very lean, right? And like very sculpted, you know. And so this will naturally happen, okay, because we are always going through periods of eating more, eating less, based on seasons, based on energy levels, based on, you know, and based on how much we're working out, right? Whether we're lifting, doing calisthenics, doing, I don't know, any types of exercises, basically, okay? But of course, you know, like I said, if you're eating, if you're eating a lot, I mean, if you need more food and you just started a new exercise routine, like lifting weights or, I don't know, boot camp or something like that, right? Or, I don't know, any resistance training, right? Yeah, you're naturally going to want to eat more, and just allow your body to eat more. And that's it, you know, trust it. Don't overeat, you know, and you will see that you will automatically be getting really, really excellent results, and your body is going to look amazing, okay? Amazing for its body type, okay? You don't have to compare yourself to anyone or anything. You have your own body type. Learn to love it. Learn to embrace it. You know, hug yourself and like tell yourself how awesome your body is, okay? Because it really is, you know, guys. It gets you from place to place, right? I'm sure you can lift things. You can lift your kids maybe if you have them, right? You can run with your kids if you have them, right? Or maybe on your own. You can bike, you know, just imagine, you know, there are so many people that can't do that, you know? So we have to be grateful. Yeah, I've developed this new appreciation for my body, you know, after giving birth. So yeah, you know, our body is capable of amazing things, okay? And you have to be the one to know about it, to learn about it, to trust it, to work with it, okay? More so than you know, the doctors or anyone else. You know your body. You have to know your body, okay? Know thyself, know your body, okay? Because it's all connected, okay? And Thank you so much for watching, guys, and this was a really long video, okay, and I hope you learned something from it, okay. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much, my new subscribers. I really appreciate you subscribing. This is my passion, and I really love being here with you guys, okay. Stay tuned for more videos.